three deputy sheriffs. You got two FBI agents and two people from the state of California. But they came to tell me that they were serving a subpoena for me to appear in front of a grand jury. This is 8:30 at nighttime. I said, well, you know what? I need to contact a lawyer before I acknowledge any of this stuff because I don't understand what's going on. So they said, well, you got to appear in court at 8:30 in the morning.
In the last couple of years, I've been finally subpoenaed, fingerprinted, photographed, threatened, flown back and forth at government expense from Los Angeles to San Francisco to appear in front of a grand jury. When I appeared in front of the grand jury, I decided not to testify. When I refused to testify, I was held in contempt by Judge Dondero there in San Francisco County Court and was jailed until October 31st when the grand jury expired.
I refused to testify. I stood on my constitutional rights, 14th, 15th, 5th Amendment, and they told me that the judge ordered me to testify. He asked me, did I understand? I told him, yes, I understand. And took me back from the grand jury, and I still recited my rights. So he held me in contempt, took me to jail.
I'm not going to assist them after all they've done to my friends, after all they've done to me over the years, interrupting my life, framing me, sending me to prison, making things, conditions and things hard for my children. I'm a family man. And when you take me away from my family, my children suffer. And my community suffers because I'm a community activist. And this was their whole purpose, was to just disrupt me from my focus and from the things that I do best, and that's serving the people and taking care of my children. So no, I will never cooperate with these people under any circumstances, especially since they're criminals. These are they should be investigated. They should be locked up for what they did in New Orleans to my friends.
I myself was locked up for approximately a month and a half.
Put me in a cell by myself, wouldn't let me have no commissary, no pencil or pen, wouldn't let me make a phone call, wouldn't let me contact my lawyer. I thought in my mind, this is like New Orleans. Next, it's going to start all over again. But it didn't take place, and I stayed there for a month and a half.
The climate in the country, to me, is much like it was back in the 70s, the late 60s, early 70s. It's designed to squash any form of dissent. If you're not going along with the program, then you're a problem. Some of us have taken the stand that we consider that whatever the consequence, we're not going to cave into this.
The organizing that took place as a member of the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense that I did, it was motivated by love of my people. It was motivated by a desire to serve a greater cause other than myself.
I still try to serve the community and I function in different functions in my community. And what happened with this experience is that it just reminded me that it never goes away, that they maintain the same status quo, that power and people in power that's going to run over and exploit whoever they want, and they'll continue to brutalize, kill, anywhere on the planet they choose to do it at, and they feel justified because they have that power.
Currently, in the wake of 9/11, with the United States implementation of the Patriot Act, many of the behaviors of the FBI that have been condemned by the Church Committee report have been re-legitimized in the Patriot Act. And so the same kind of illegal activities that were happening under COINTELPRO have resurfaced under the USA Patriot Act.
Grand juries are being used across the country to intimidate and to put pressure on witnesses to testify about things that they, of no consequence in many cases. People from animal rights to civil rights to human rights, anyone, like it was in the 70s, who's an activist or speaks out against the war or even against the bird flu can be brought in front of a grand jury and intimidated.
30 years later, I find that nothing has actually changed. I'm being faced with charges from 30 years ago, and actually with the same people that were charging me and accusing me of this 30 years ago. And actually what I see is that Homeland Security is actually an extension of COINTELPRO, which, according to the government, was illegal and unconstitutional.
And I'm willing to go anywhere to tell people about this experience and let them know that this still happens, and it happens every day. And not only here, but same thing that's happening in Guantanamo Bay, same thing that's happening in Iraq, Iran, all over the world, same thing that's happening in Africa. Everywhere that he's been able to spread misery and exploit and try to take advantage of world resources, if you got something that the power structure wants, he does whatever he has to do to get it.
I'm really sick of these same people with the same program, with the same attitude, and with the same agenda, and that's to destroy us, to destroy anybody that is strong-willed and who's willing to stand up and fight for their community and their people.
I myself was harshly punished. I myself at present time in 2005 being harshly punished for being a member of the Black Panther Party for self-defense. But I accept the challenge. I accept this challenge so that my children's children will have some dignity. My nieces and nephews will have dignity and have purpose and understand the history of struggling in this country for basic human rights. And that's all we were trying to do. Basic human rights.